because this is deserved, right? Like, and this is why I came on the show and I said I was disappointed in the ending of this game.
Coasting out of here, but Love and Freeman started talking to one another. The officials got in there. Karstensen indicated, hey, we're going to look at it with his teammates. They're trying to calm him down. So this is what happened with Freeman and Love. Oh, that's what it was.
Oh, the Freeman. That's.
She said there's a difference between being emotional and being immature, right? There are emotional coaches and then there are immature coaches. If you're actually hearing the announcers give your team constructive criticism and you call the Pac-12 offices, if this is a true story, and you call the Pac-12 offices and go, they had better only say positive things or else. It's like, who are you? Like, I get that you're Bobby Hurley. I understand that, like, you have this past that is awesome. But the present is embarrassing.
Richard Jefferson. What is Richard Jefferson saying about Bobby Hurley?
So he has not tweeted all day. And his first tweet today is a retweet of the video of Bobby Hurley refusing to shake hands with Tommy Lloyd.
He just waved.
And Bobby's going to leave as well.
Oh, now they're...
And Tommy Lloyd just said, okay, we'll talk another time. It's a shot clock violation. 0.5. Hurley telling his team, hey, let's get off the floor.
This is not off the floor.
Arizona State has to trigger in.
Yeah.
And Bobby just realized that, told his players, hey, stay on the floor for the final 0.5 and then get out of here. 148th all-time meeting between these two schools. It belongs to Arizona. The Wildcats take care of business late and defeat Arizona State 81-72.
After the game, and him waving his players off the court, encouraging them not to interact with Arizona players. You know, don't show sportsmanship. Get over here with me and be a loser, sore loser. Yep. Richard Jefferson quote tweets this and goes, hey, Bobby, you're still acting like a clown. He's always been this way from my days working at the Pac-12. Feel free to share with him. BTFD, y'all knows what that stands for. And he continues to say, this is him now quote tweeting the Bobby Hurley press conference clip by saying, he would call the Pac-12 offices if you said anything even remotely constructive about ASU. Multiple analysts were warned. He would complain the schools owned the network and they better not say anything but positive things. I could go on more about his antics, but I'll just let him take this L. And then he didn't actually stop there. He continued to say, I support a lifetime contract for Bobby Hurley at ASU. Like and share if you agree. Let me hit that retweet right now. Like and share if you agree. Arizona will pitch in to make sure he keeps coaching. RJ, let him have it, big dog. God, I love this.
Unfiltered, man.
Because this is deserved, right? Like, and this is why I came on the show and I said I was disappointed in the ending of this game, because this was another good game in this rivalry, a storied rivalry. And because Bobby Hurley is immature, I think my mom said it in the chat. Shout out to my mom. She said there's a difference between being emotional and being immature, right? There are emotional coaches and then there are immature coaches. If you're actually hearing the announcers give your team constructive criticism and you call the Pac-12 offices, if this is a true story, and you call the Pac-12 offices and go, they had better only say positive things or else. It's like, who are you? Like, I get that you're Bobby Hurley. I understand that, like, you have this past that is awesome. But the present is embarrassing. That's the only word for it. Like, you have this great history that you're now tarnishing, by the way. Like, all this stuff he did in college, all this coaching he's done as a grown man, he's tarnishing it right now by acting the way that he acts. And yeah, you love Bobby Hurley because he's goofy. We all like to laugh at Bobby Hurley when he throws the tie and acts like a cartoon character.
Love that.
But if you're in that locker room, if you're the parents of one of these players, that's who you're going to let parent your child every day. And now I'm not trying to get too dramatic over here, but I'm saying like with recruiting, like LeBron James has to entrust someone to every person that interacts with your child is parenting your child, right? Teachers, advisors, anything, right? They're to an extent and influencing your child. And so I think that it's irresponsible for him to act this way, knowing the role of a head coach on a basketball team. I'm not trying to say he's a bad person or that he's, some, animal or anything, but I'm just saying, like, you gotta know, like, you gotta be more mature in these moments. Like Tommy Lloyd, this all happened to his team. Have we heard a peep out of Tommy Lloyd about this? I hate coaches like this. Got me hot. Got me physically hot, Damon.
Yeah, no, that was a crazy, this has all been kind of a crazy whirlwind of emotion here. Like, I think, we keep getting back to it. Like, we've seen Arizona and ASU get in these type of games before. This is nothing out of the ordinary. So the overreaction of not shaking hands and whatnot just feels kind of nuts.
Waving your players off.
Like making a scene out of it.
Even if Josan St. did want to go up, or BJ Freeman did want to go up, well, I guess they got ejected. But you know what I mean? Like, if they did want to go up and just say, hey, KJ, like, great game. I'm sorry you got out of hand. Like, hey, all good on this side, right? Bobby's over here saying, no, don't do that. Don't course correct. Get over here. Make it worse. I just don't get that. I think, like, as the leader of the program, and I'll stop ranting on about this, but as a leader of the program, Bobby Hurley has to do better. Like, and I'm an Arizona fan. I should want this to all burn down and be not great. But when it's embarrassing to, like, what he's done for himself in his career, like, that's where it's, like, just truly disappointing.
And honestly, like, I'll take a little bit of a step back from what your whole thing, which is crazy for me of all people. But, like, I don't think that this is really tarnishing Bobby in general. Like, I've always been of the opinion that the second that ASU gets rid of Bobby Hurley, he's just going to go to a Big East school and get back in a place he's a little bit more comfortable, and his name means a little bit more. And, I think that'll be a better fit for him. Like we're just going to play gross defense, and I'm going to recruit players from New Jersey and New York, and, like, I think that's just where he needs to be. So I don't think that this will, like, tarnish any of his, like, overall legacy. Like, I think he will still be, like, fairly successful when he makes that switch. But
you gotta make the switch first.
Yeah, I just think that this is just another session in the long line of, like, we could make a whole, YouTube video of, like, Bobby Hurley freakouts versus Arizona.
But that's my point, though.
Be one of my favorite videos.
Every day that passes since he stopped playing ball, Damon,
it's more that
is another day that he's doing more of this than doing that. Yeah. And so, like, think about people younger than us that literally, I never watched Bobby Hurley play ball in college.
No.
But I understand what he did, right? But people younger than us that don't care about none of that, they just know him as the crazy guy that takes off his tie when he's losing.
Which is also kind of cool.
It's cool, but, like, it's on the outside looking in.
But you'd never want to go play for that guy. Yeah.
And that's why I'm like, dude, I couldn't, like, if I was a fan of one of these programs, like a UCLA or an ASU, I would be sick to my stomach. Like, I feel confident that I would vote Tommy Lloyd for president. You know what I'm saying?
I would too.
But, like, I ain't voting Bobby Hurley nowhere. He can't even be mayor. I ain't even let him be a councilman on the city board.
What about, like, a street traffic guy?
No, because he's gonna be like, oh, rolling stop, spike the stop sign, cars going left and right.
Guys who don't listen to him.
Just man. Like, there's no place for that kind of, like, emotional immaturity. I'm just saying. Moving on.